Welcome to Treon's Realm. Today we're going to take a look at the physical version of Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition for the Nintendo Switch. Now I'll just cut to the chase. The Xenoblade Chronicles series is hands down one of my favorite RPG series of all time, and just like all the previous games, this game is dynamite. If you have seen videos or trailers and the game at all looks interesting to you, I highly recommend that you pick this one up. I will also add that if you happen to be a fan of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, this game is a must-try for you. It has that same type of compelling open world, and some of the people on the team from here actually helped in the development of those two games. So the compelling aspect of exploration is the same in Xenoblade Chronicles X as it is in those two. That being said, I just wanted to get straight to the physical on this one because I'm actually pretty excited about how this was handled. When it comes to the physical version of the game, the cartridge revision currently ends in 01. Now this is the new type of cartridge revision printed on the back of the cartridge. I think Nintendo started us up either late 2024 or early 2025. So the placement of the 01 is a little bit different, but this is still the initial printing of the cartridge. The eShop has the game clocking in at 13.5 gigabytes. That means that Nintendo opted for a 16 gigabyte cartridge, and the cartridge currently has version 1.0.1 on it. Now, stunningly, weeks after release, this game is still 100% complete on cart, and that is damn impressive when you consider what it's coming from. The initial Wii U release was 22.7 gigabytes, and Nintendo utilized 25 gigabyte discs for the Wii U. Now on top of that, there were a couple different packs that you could download on the Wii U that would increase the performance of the game. For example, there was a basic, enemy, player, and Skell pack that could all be downloaded individually that would decrease the load times and increase the performance of the game if you had those different packs installed. If you went for all four, it was roughly 10.5 gigabytes. So in total, if you went for the Wii U version and you added on all the performance packs, the game would clock in at a whopping 33.2 gigabytes. Now by comparison, the Switch version is drastically improved over the Wii U one and has all the benefits that were included with those data packs. This means that Monolith Soft managed to shave off nearly 20 gigabytes of data from the original release, slimming this game down to the 13.5 gigabytes. In my years of doing this, I would go ahead and say that this is a god-tier physical release. I have never seen a company pull off this type of black magic, and this makes me excited as hell to see what Monolith Soft can do on the Switch too. I would also not be surprised to see further improvements of Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition when played on the Switch too. They also managed to fit in dual voicing, so that means that you can have Japanese or English, which can be changed in the settings, and that is all on there without an additional download needed. Not only that, a lot of the voice actors that are used to voice your character, if you're a fan of anime, I'm willing to bet that you will find names, both Japanese and English, that you will recognize in there. For me personally, I happen to be a big fan of Mary Elizabeth McGlynn, as she voices the Major in Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex, and she is an option for voicing your avatar within this game. Not only that, mid-game, you can change the voice of your avatar just by going into the settings. That way, it allows you to actually experiment with the different voices and see which one you like best. Now, to be clear, your characters are not fully voiced during the cutscenes. This is specifically for like battles and stuff like that, but it's still impressive to see this in the game regardless. Now, another thing I ran into was that I found that the default camera, because I had dropped over 150 hours on the Wii U version, the default camera settings on the Switch are a little twitchy for my taste. Not saying that the newer camera controls are bad, I just found they'll be a little overly sensitive and a little too tight for my taste. And I preferred the softer, smoother movement of the Wii U version. But you can adjust this as well. If you go into the camera settings under the options, you can see that you can knock down all three versions to slow, and I found that to be the closest to what the Wii U felt like. Now this will be for only a small group of people who put a ton of time into the Wii U version, but I figure it might be helpful to know. The online operates very much like it did in the Wii U, where it was more of a passive online outside of specific missions where you could directly play with other people. But I've also found that the Switch version is a bit more robust and a bit easier to utilize the different online features. So if you have access to it, I would recommend using it. On the flip side, the game is 100% playable offline, so if you want to go completely solo or not be connected to the internet, that is not a problem either. Overall, the game controls great, looks absolutely stunning, and is an absolute showpiece for what the system can do. Not only that, the quality of life improvements that they added over the Wii U version, a lot of things that prevented me from actually finishing that version, all of the new quality of life features have addressed everything. Whether that be the smaller text, the switching out party characters, making sure that they level up with you, all of that has been addressed. This game is a stunner, and if it looks remotely interesting to you, I would highly recommend picking it up. Have you played Xenoblade Chronicles X before? Whether that be the Wii U or the new version? What are your feelings on the game? Please let us know in the comments down below. If this video helped you and you'd like to see more, please subscribe and hit that like button. I'm also set up over at Blue Sky if you'd like to follow me there. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.